This was interesting. This is for another time. Barman skills, bar person skills, bar skills. Oh, balancing all the cups. Look, or putting all the drink in the cups, balancing all the cups. Skills, that's skills. This one's putting it on your head and doing the pouring, look, off your head. So that's skills. Oh, he's enjoying that. Anyone can do that. And then this one, he's got all the drink in all the cups, and that seems dangerous, if anything. I don't even drink, so... But it's interesting to see barman tricks, isn't it? I quite like that as a little concept for some shorts. Quite a good idea. What's this? It's a bottle opener. I'm not watching that. You can go. What's this? No, I'm not watching that. I thought barman shorts would be good. It was disappointing me. Iron brew. It's just pouring drinks into cups. How to open bottles. Haha. I always thought you'd do some tricks. I thought it'd be all tricks. It's not all tricks. Where's all the tricks? Right, I'm disappointed. Sold me with the tricks, and now I'm here. There's no tricks. Coconut water. I don't want a coconut water. Fucking show me your tricks. Right. Barman tricks. I know it's sexist, barman, but I'm putting it in for the search. Barman tricks world championship. There'll be one. See? Told you there'd be one. I need a cup of tea. Fuck Sainsbury's. I need a cup of tea. I'm not going shopping. Who do you think I am? What kind of nutter do you think I am?
Representing Russia, no stranger.
Russia. We shouldn't watch this one then, should we? Because like Russia are invading Ukraine and they're bad. So we don't have Russian. We don't watch Russia. Fucking idiots. America's Top Bartender, GQ magazine 8 years ago. So this will do.
All 5 competitors, really close scores on technical. From a mixology
Top Bartender. You see, they've got a woman in it. Bartender.
Really taken the top 5, and that's.
But they're all men. So.
Winner for this year's most imaginative bartender goes to.
Now, I don't know what it's like in America actually. In the UK, the bar is quite often tended by a lady who can corral the drunken men into behaving. There's a great tradition of it in the soap operas as well, but the actual bar itself is quite a misogynistic environment, really. So, like, there are cocktail bars and there are, like, you know, posher bars, but there is a lot of sexism involved in the culture of the bar, isn't there, in a way? I don't know.
The country's best bartenders converged on Las
Coyote Ugly.
Vegas to battle it out. And now, the top 5 bartenders in America are here, competing live on stage to create their most
Well, they're all shaking it for a start, which is a mistake, because that breaks up the ice.
imaginative cocktail before our esteemed panel of judges. The winner tonight will be crowned America's Bartender.
All right, I understand the concept, for fuck's sake. That's why I clicked on the fucking thing. Just show me some people doing some skill.
This is the Empress of India. It was a pleasure to serve this cocktail for you.
I'm just making
There's
cocktails.
nothing more I can do.
So I'm going to start with the Sapphire. We'll move on to Martini Gran Lusso.
Casey's creativity was wonderful. What I found really interesting was the contrast between the liquid and the aroma.
I look at it, I think it looks beautiful. The color
See,
is
again,
amazing.
she was shaking it in both hands. Now, it looks jazzy to shake it, but I was taught to make cocktails, and I think this makes sense, is that when you shake it, you break up the ice, and the reason that you're shaking it is to mix the drink and to cool the drink. So instead of shaking it hard, you're to turn it. Like, it still mixes it and it still makes it cool, but if you turn it gently, then the ice doesn't all smash to bits. And if the ice smashes to bits and you get little bits of ice in, I mean, she's sieving it, so you're not going to get the bits, are you? But, like, you know, you don't want it watered down by the broken ice. You want that ice to do its job of cooling the drink instead. That's what it's there for. That's why you're putting it in, yeah, to cool the drink, like, and help with the mixing, I suppose. Like, you're filtering it out, yeah? Like, so maybe she doesn't put ice in it. Maybe she was just shaking the stuff up. Maybe I'm wrong.
Amazing. It looks different from what anybody else has done that night.
This is all bollocks.
I'm my own worst critic, but I'm happy with it.
Look, you're supposed to. What I was expecting was Tom Cruise cocktail, throwing the bottles around, pouring it off your head, like a lemon in your mouth, squeezing it out of your eye. Like, I'm not having this. That you're just doing fucking things with the tweezers. She was just doing things with the tweezers like a chef.
From what anybody else.
Look, with the tweezers like a chef.
Done that.
This isn't Gordon Ramsay's top cocktails.
Night.
Look, where's the flair? America's best bar person does it with the tweezers.
And I'm
through my routine, just tweaking every detail.
He's got a routine.
Everything was well oiled. I walked up on stage and saw all eyes on me, and it made me a little more nervous.
First, we're gonna start off with the salt.
This style was
He's got
totally
a
out of
pipette.
my comfort zone.
Like, Tom Cruise never used a pipette. Did he? Hang on, look. I'm having the relaxing background music back on because that was just I can't even say it. The pipette threw me. Let's have cocktail. Tom Cruise cocktail. This will get me copyright. There's no point in me even doing this. I'm doing this as a react for YouTube now, and this will get me copyright straight off. But this is what you want, not this. That's some kid having fun on his holidays. Forget that. You're not having fun on your holidays. Skip this. Right, here we go.
100-pound ballerina that's been speeding for 3 days.
Shut up.
Just open
Do the
door
drink.
and let her pirouette out in the
This is what bar is like. Yeah, and then later on they do the hippie shake, don't they? And they come on, show me the hippie shake. Do me the hippie shake. Woo! And don't they throw the bottles around?
The hippie shake! Yeah!
Woo! They just finished it. Come on. This is. I know it's Scientology. I know he's into the Scientology now, but. Woo! Look there, there. That's it. That was it. There. Look there. Right, okay, you've seen that now. Right, now let's go back to this. Right.
It was a more molecular
Fucking
base.
pipette.
I really had to push
Look, where's
myself
the hippie
a little bit
shake?
to just think outside the box.
What are you doing?
Now, this is the fat wash apple liqueur I made.
It's all about hitting those notes. It's kind of like music.
Like cordon bleu. This is the special apple juice I made. I don't care. You've brought it in a stupid bottle. You can't throw that over your head. Why aren't you doing the...
And once we hit those notes...
Look at him. Like, coddling it to his little chest, like holding it. Like, what are you doing? Where's the hippie shake?
You know, you got to time it out perfectly. Making sure to show the...
Bombay Sapphire like this. Like, what are you doing? Throw it over your head. Catch it. Way. Some of that gin. Way. Some of this. Whoa. Hippie shake. You fucking... How are you supposed to win this like this?
It judges every step of the way of what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Rand, I thought, did a great job.
Technically, he was amazing. His level of confidence was spectacular.
And look, he's giving it the hard shake as well.
I thought the viscosity was brilliant. I thought it was a delicious drink.
It's very unique how he chose to separate his garnish from his cocktail in 2 separate vessels. You very rarely see something like that.
I actually thought that the actual glass by itself could have done something to that, just to make it a little bit more visually appealing.
My name is Rand Wan,
Where's the fucking umbrella?
and this is my sapphire.
Yeah, you haven't even got a cherry in it.
Happens tonight. I'm just relaxed and let the best man win
They fucking love it. They're corporate sponsors.
tonight, which hopefully is me, but you know.
So when I was
Why are you drinking bottled water at the Cocktail World Championships?
backstage, I really was just going through all the motions in my lines and
Come on,
really just
Justin.
envisioning myself up on stage in front of so
You're about to walk on stage and you were envisaging yourself up on stage, which isn't a leap, is it? Because you're stood there looking literally at the stage. Picture yourself on there, can you? Yes, well, you're about to go and walk on there, so I would if I were you. Like, what just... If you don't... I don't think he's going to hippie shake. Looking at his haircut, I don't think we're going to get a hippie shake out. The width of his tie, the fact that he looks like he's going to bring me the wine menu, I'm not getting hippie shake vibes. You know, the fact that I think he's either going to ask me to sign up to a mortgage and then explain to me that he'll need to get the manager because he's like on the apprenticeship scheme, but he can do the paperwork, but he'll need to get the manager to sign off on it, or he looks like he's going to get me the wine menu. And either way, I need to see more hippie and shake, and this is not, this is not.
20 people and just killing it.
We're going to start with the best gin in the world.
I was definitely taken out of my elements, and it took a little bit of getting used to.
I see what you're saying in chat about that angry man. I'll get to it in a second. This is going to be a cut for YouTube, so I'm going to deal with this. This has got me egg now, this barkeeping stuff, and then I'll deal with what you're saying.
Realizing how big this competition really was going to be.
This is a classic punch sweetening agent.
Oh, don't.
Called Capillaire. It's a simple syrup made with a little bit of maidenhair fern leaves and brightened with a little bit of orange flower water.
It's like they're trying to do a bit of a performance, but it's like they all think they should be like making cocktails for like the fucking Queen's butler. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a traditional, like, they've got the Bombay Sapphire, they've got the Tanqueray, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, a traditional sweetening agent. This is a hint of samphire, and these are like hickory beans. Like, just fucking where's the hippie shake? Where's the hippie shake? They want mango lassi. They want sex on the beach. They want a fucking slippery nipple shooter, and like, throw it over your head, pour it thing, the slices. Where's the fruit?
Took a look at the judges, and I knew that I could not make a single mistake, or else I'd be out of it.
From a technical standpoint,
look at him.
That I could not make a single mistake.
I couldn't make a single mistake, otherwise I'd be out of there. And then you go and do this with the arms. Keep the head stationary like a chicken. Everything's going, but the head's just like fucking. What's going on? This is the world. This is the final for America's Top Bartender, GQ magazine. They're all well dressed because GQ magazine. They've all got the lovely ingredients. GQ magazine's promoting Bombay Sapphire. GQ magazine, or I've used this aged whiskey. I put a cigar dippings in it. Like, GQ magazine, Gentleman's Quarterly, a bit posh, earn a bit of money, but also like looking at like magazines about toys and sexy women and how to shave. So, GQ magazine, Gentleman's Quarterly. I've got a nice watch. I like a nice watch. And I read GQ magazine, and I'm all dressed up nice, and I've got my aftershave, and we're having a nice cocktail. And
single mistake, or else I'd be out of it.
Okay, so that's. I'm not even drinking his drink. I don't care how it tastes. You just saw him do that with his arms. Can't win. I don't care. You pour it out with a little napkin into these little cups like your nan used to have.
This is
Look at him. Look. He's got your nan's perfume, and he's spraying your nan's perfume on it.
cologne I made called Captain's.
It is. It's even a cologne I made. You can just fucking go to the back of the queue now. You're not coming back on the stage. Just I want you at the back of the queue, just so you know which your position in the rankings early. Go and stand right at the back. Collect your stuff. In fact, we've had enough of this. You're gone. They're all got Bombay. They are sponsored by Bombay Sapphire, aren't they? Because everything's got Bombay. Look, there's another Bombay Sapphire. They're all sponsored by Bombay Sapphire. It's make gin cocktails. Which is the gin cocktail? Which is the gin cocktail? Isn't there a gin cocktail? Like, isn't it a Singapore Sling, or am I wrong? Like, which one's the gin cocktail? There's like a gin cocktail. Gin cocktail. Like, there's like a really like classic gin cocktail, like the main one. Gin Sling. Gin and tonic, isn't it? You have a gin and tonic. What's Singapore Sling? Not that I'm promoting alcohol, actually. I should say, don't drink. I don't drink. I think it's bad. So I was hoping to see some people throwing some things around. Gin, yeah. Singapore Sling. Gin, cherry brandy, Benedictine, Angostura bitters, pineapple, lime juice. Like, that's a proper cocktail. So make a Singapore Sling. This competition is make a Singapore Sling with Bombay Sapphire, right? And take out something like Benedictine, and cherry brandy, and instead use something slightly different. Yeah, but otherwise keep it like a Singapore sling, and then like, you know, call it like where's this? This is America's Top Bartender. San Francisco sling. Call it the San Francisco sling, and just change a couple of the ingredients. Make sure you throw the fucking bottles around it over your head, right? Make sure you throw the bottles around. Don't fuck about with fucking perfume and pipettes. Make a proper cocktail, like properly, with the 3 different bottles of stuff, all like that, way, and then when it goes in the glasses, chunk of fruit on the side. Like even today, it's not crass and tacky, oh, it's a chunk of fruit. Nice chunk of fruit on the side. Like, come on, it's a fucking cocktail. Like, do a modern version of the chunk of fruit, like char grilled pineapple chunk or some shit. Like, just do it. What are you doing?
A bit more calm as soon as I looked at everyone.
Look at him with his little measuring jug.
This one is gin based. So the botanicals.
Of course, it's gin based. You're sponsored by Bombay Sapphire.
In the punch are all to represent the botanicals in the gin, and you get this.
Botanicals.
You really have to think about
Look at him.
Detail of what you're doing.
Measuring it like little cups. Are you fucking insane? This is cocktail making, mate. Measuring it in little cups. You measure it by pouring it out and counting. Because that's how you, like, oh, but measuring it in little cups. You measure it by pouring it out and counting. And depending on how pretty the people are, if they need an extra shot in that or not.
Can I get a Las Vegas while I shake this? Come on, what?
I literally worked in, like, obviously it was like, I worked in a student bar, like, you know, when I was at university, making cocktails for like another 1 million students that were crammed up at the bar. You know, things like the Chunky Monkey or the, like, whatever. Like, but then it was very simple. They had all the bottles lined up. So you start with the bottle at the front, you move your way to the back of the line, and they're all the things that are in the cocktail. So, you know, remember the amounts, and then you're away. And then you're just, like, mixing them up and serving them. Like, yeah, got it. Like, the jazzier, the snazzier. Like, if I want to be America's top one.
2, 3.
For me, it was the best drink. This guy was like a ninja mixologist.
He was quite nervous. He was, of course, very charming.
He's not in any way like a ninja.
Very excited to be there. I felt that he didn't really quite practice as much as some of the other competitors.
Cheers, thank you. Really,
He's got fucking incense burning.
really appreciate being here. First Love. The drink is called First Love. It's done with. Can't control anything anymore. I think I did everything pretty well.
Oh, yeah, I made a cocktail, basically.
You know?
Some gin.
Winning this competition would mean a lot. It's just nice to apply yourself to
Is that it? Is that them?
With the top.
The top 5.
Well, who do you think was the best? I mean, we didn't get to really taste the cocktails, but who do you think was the best out of them? I mean, at least the one fella did the arms. I didn't realise the others were not going to even do anything entertaining whatsoever. We're going to talk pompously about the fucking botanicals and the strange ingredients. I've sourced this syrup from, well, you know, just shut up. Just make a Singapore sling, do it properly. Nice chunk of pineapple, nice chunk of lime. Like, thanks very much. Not one bottle was thrown.
And that's why it's so tight.
We're gonna bring up a guest.
Guest cocktail guest. Who gives a shit? Just tell me who's won. I don't. It's him, the one in the middle.
When they said my name, I just wanted to collapse, honestly. I worked so hard. I'm overwhelmed. I'm happy. I'm
From a field of 3, it seems. I mean, I don't know how you made it. Like, I suppose there's some sort of shortlist process.
excited. The adrenaline's going, and I'm just ready to go home and sleep. They've put us through 3 days.
Champion.
I'm just ready to go home and sleep. They've put us
Look at that. I mean, he's proud. Fair play to him. He won.
through 3 days of
I'm still disappointed he didn't throw anything in the air and, like, not even a chunk of pineapple. Now I have to go back and remember what the fuck he did. Which one was he? He was the first one. Oh, the woman didn't even get a look in. He's this one. He's this one.
Apple liqueur at me.
It's all about hitting those notes. It's kind of like music. And once you hit those notes,
Got little bottles of sauce.
you got to time it out perfectly. Making sure to show the
The
judges
gin.
every step of the way of what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Rand, I thought did a great job.
Technically, he was amazing. His level of confidence
You didn't even tell us what's in it.
was spectacular.
I thought the viscosity was brilliant.
The viscosity. Do you know what that means? It's like how liquidy it is. Like how easy it is, how thick and syrupy or like... It's mixing a drink. I was able to drink it. It was very drinkable, like viscosity. It was like a fluid. It was fluid-like. The amount of like the level of fluidity in this fluid was just bang on. Like, let me just check what viscosity means. Is it about water tension? No, it's thickness, isn't it? Viscosity. Like, if it's too viscous, it's too thick, isn't it? Viscosity, thick, sticky. Yeah, viscous is how thick it is. So he didn't make it too thick so you couldn't drink it, so it was like treacle. It was just right, like, you know, drinkable like a drink, but a little bit thicker than a normal drink because it's not water, it's got stuff in it. So he thickened it up with the stuff, but it was definitely not like honey. I'm going to give it an A for viscosity.
I thought it was a delicious.
I mean, look what's in there. There's like orange, gin. Why is it so white? I think, is that vermouth? You got a pipette. I wish they'd tell us what was in it.
Just drink.
It's very unique how he chose to separate his garnish from his
Oh, when he
cocktail.
did that, he had a garnish and he had a separate tea that you were there just to smell the tea before you drink the drink. They like that.
On 2 separate vessels.
2 in 1. Get fucked. You didn't even throw that up in the air. So that's the top cocktail. See, that's what... Yeah! Woo! Look, woo! No one gives a fucking... There's no... He's not pouring little cups of tea into a thing, is he? Yeah! Doing that. Woo! And like everyone, right? This is what I don't understand about this. The bar is fucking yammed for this. They fucking love it. And these two, between them, are making about 2 drinks, 3 drinks. Like in that one cup, he's got like, you know, he's doing a drink. What are the old... Oh, have you heard about this bar? We all go down the bar. Oh, it's great down there, right? What they do is they have the barman, they do the drinks. And yeah. And then sometimes they chuck them about. Oh, we pack it in. We pack it. All the girls up the front, it's like a gig. It's like a gig. Takes about 50 minutes to get a fucking drink out of them, but you know, when you do finally get a drink, it's been fun watching them do it. Yeah, woo! They didn't even serve any drinks then. Brilliant. Where's the drink? But that's how it's done. And this load of bollocks was bollocks.
Very rarely you see
I'm saying that's bollocks. Cut.